Mitch Brown and Blake Lushcombe facing off at center ice. Brown winning the opening draw, dropping it back to the Corvair defense. And Briar Jonathan playing the puck into the neutral zone. Nixon the shot from the right side, and the left pad save by Callis, the Ancaster netminder. Ryan Lewis over the left wing, the pass over to his right to Jeff Zupan, and Zupan the shot wide to the far side. The Corvairs coming into tonight 42-3-2 in second place, 1 point behind the St. Catharines Falcons for the first overall playoff seed in the Golden Horseshoe Conference, with a whistle 56 seconds into the first period of play. The Avalanche in the number 6 spot at 23-18-5. Lushcombe winning the draw, pushing it behind the defense, and Domagala the missed check by Peacock, and Domagala brings the puck through the neutral zone down the left side, and another quick whistle, the second whistle of period number 1. Welcome to our second game at Gaylord Palace Arena on the season. I'm John Molson. Balancing the shot wide from the left side. Gourlay moving up off the right point to play the puck for the Corvairs. The Avalanche keeping it in, and Max Balanson grabbing the puck from center and bouncing the disc off the far sidewall. Balanson picks it up at his own blue line, drops it to the other side to Jake Bain. Police the pass through center, too far for leading scorer Zach Niemanen down the right wing. The Corvairs on the road last weekend, thumping the Fort Erie Meteors 7-0 on Family Day. Radford the shot off the wall on the near side, and the Avalanche bring it the other way. Police chipping it up to Christopher Clack, and Ryan Blunt now with the disc for the Corvairs behind his own net. The pass up the right wing to Jake Brown. Malott on the far side picks it up between the half wall and the end line. And now Malott from center on the far side slaps it off the wall. Jake Brown around Baird. From the half wall, Connor Murphy playing it back in behind the Ancaster net. And the check by Malott on Milligan before Malott goes off on a change. The Corvairs on a full change. He shoots and scores! The Corvairs make a full change, and as a result, Scott Dorian forcing a turnover and firing a high wrist shot over the right shoulder of the Ancaster goalie, Matt Callis. Callis playing in 14 games, registering a 5-6 1-loss record. 1 shutout on the year, 42 goals against on the year. Now allowing his 43rd, 3 minutes into period number 1. So the official time, 2:53. Scott Dorian on the turnover from Connor Murphy. Murphy moving back into second place in the GOJHL scoring race. Coming into tonight's game at 91 points, tied with Cody Brown. Murphy now at 92. In that Family Day game, Cody Brown with 2 goals and 2 assists. Gourlay, Patton, Nixon, and Quilty all added 2 points each for the Corvairs. Mitch Brown playing the puck behind the Ancaster net. Eustace plays it up the wall. Ancaster, Jeff Zupon falling behind the Caledonia net. Ancaster now on their first power play, looking to tie things up with 44 power play goals on the year. The shot and they score. Jeff Zupon makes himself open off the far side and putting it in on the forehand past Colin Furlong at the near corner. And the Avalanche tie it up on the power play at 1 with 15:48 remaining in the first. Balancing pass center for Police. Police plays it from the near sideboard around the Caledonia net. Neiman and Police down in the corner. Ratchford plays it for the Corvairs. At 4:12, Zupan scoring on the power play. Niemanen and Lushcombe assisting on the play. Balancing for Bain. Balancing gets it back. The pass over 2 lines to Police, picked off by Cody Brown. Brown moving his way into the slot, but knocked off the puck by the 2 Avalanche defenders. The pass from the near side, Kyler Nixon over to Gourlay. And the Avalanche take the puck away. Christopher Clack with the wraparound on the near side. And Callis drops it in behind his own net off to his right for the defender, Ryan Nill. Malott from the blue line drops it to the defense. Ratchford gives it back to Nixon. Down the right wing to Malott, and Malott tips it in to the near corner off the right wing. Nixon inside his own zone, brings it out with a cross-ice pass too far for Connor Murphy, and an icing on the play with 13:56 remaining, first period of play. The Ancaster Avalanche and Caledonia Corvairs tied up at a goal apiece. The St. Catharines Falcons also in action tonight against the Port Colborne Pirates at home at the Jack Gatecliff Arena before ending their season tomorrow night in Fort Erie. We'll keep an eye on the Port Colborne score for you. Chenier with a short shot to the near side. Grabbing the rebound is Eric Eustace. And Jake Brown, the drop pass for Kyler Nixon. The Corvairs leaving the zone. Brown tips it through center. Eustace plays it for Spencer Leanders. Zupan, the pass from beside the right circle. Leanders trying to work his way into the slot. Loosecombe gloves it down with the left hand before being knocked off the puck by Connor Murphy. Murphy off on a change. Cosimo Fontana skating down the right wing, and Lushcombe takes it the other way. The centering pass for Luke Zupan. Zupan looking for his second goal before Colin Furlong covers up at the far post. Furlong playing in 42 of the Caledonia games. Dortenzio and Ian Silvis seeing only 6 games of action. Furlong carrying almost the entire workload for the year for the Corvairs. Furlong registering a 37-3-2 record, 3 shutouts on the year, and offside seconds ago at the top of the Ancaster line. Furlong with a 204 goals against average and a .928 save percentage. Face off to the left glove side of the Ancaster netminder. Brown plays it for Gourlay, and the centering pass for Patton. The Corvairs to their first power play now. And the pass from Gourlay too far for Cody Brown, so Nixon comes back behind his own net to pick it up for the Corvairs. 1:32 left in the penalty to Ryan Lewis. Nixon at the left. Cody Brown moves himself up to the top of the line. The puck played underneath the end line far side. Nixon gets it back. Zupan kicks away at it and clears the puck inside the Caledonia line. Cody Brown knocked off the puck by Domagala. Patton throws it around the board and all the way out the far side. Nagy over the blue line, firing a high wrist shot from the right side, short-handed, resulting in Gourlay coming right back the other way, and his shot off the end board far side. Gourlay moving to the left now, unable to keep the disc outside. Brown for Peacock. Peacock firing a shot, heard a clank off the near post, perhaps catching the outside on the near side on the shot by Peacock. Peacock poking away, side of the net, near corner, before Callis covers up. Both teams making a change before a draw at the right circle. Ancaster zone. Brown and Jonathan digging for the puck. Jonathan from the end line plays it in deeper. Fontana also at the end line, trying to bank a shot off the right pad of Matt Callis. Fontana seeing the first action in approximately a month following the unfortunate passing of his father. The Corvairs winning the draw, and Fontana firing a low wrist shot off the left pad of Callis. Luscombe beside the left circle for Domagala. It's knocked away by Blunt, and the shot left side by Domagala through traffic moves to the far corner. Eustace keeps it on side, plays it down the wall. Niemanen falling down inside the right circle, and the whistle going. So the Corvairs need at least a win. Tomorrow night, the Corvairs, with playing their last regular season home game against the Thorold Blackhawks. That game at Cayuga Arena at 8 p.m. Brown to Domagala, a turnover. Gourlay at the top of the line, but he's turned around by Eustace. So he plays the puck down inside the near end line to Cody Brown. Brown to Gourlay. Gourlay chases it down at the far side. And the pass cross ice at the right-hand side of the blue line. Abraham having to go back into his own zone to recover the puck for the Corvairs. Abraham through center up to the opposition blue line. Cody Brown tipping it in. And it's played out the far side. Jeff Bain ringing it around the wall. And Chenier picking it up. Doing the same thing in reverse, ringing it around the near side wall, Caledonia zone. And Furlong out to play it for the Corvairs. Balanson to Bain. Bain gives it back to Balanson, and Balanson plays it 2 steps off of center for Hayden Guittard. Balanson to Bain. Bain checked by Dorian. Dorian with the first Caledonia goal. Scott with his 6th goal on the year. That goal at 2:53 of period number 1 before Zupan replied at 4:12 on the power play on assists from Zach Niemanen and Blake Lushcombe. Zupan with his 22nd goal on the power play. Nil mishandles the puck. Malott down the near side. They shoot and score! Jake Brown right in the slot to Connor Murphy. Murphy puts it in on the forehand inside the far post. The Avalanche defense coughing it up at the far side of the Caledonia zone. And Connor Murphy putting the Corvairs back out in front with 7:47 remaining in period number 1. The shot by Malott hitting the outside of the net, far side. Ryan Lewis from center working his way around. Blunt knocked off the puck, and Ratchford throws it out of play on the backhand up over top the Caledonia bench. Malott credited with the first assist, I believe. I believe Jake Brown should get credited with assist number 1 from the near side end line, hitting Connor Murphy in front. But Malott given an assist as well. Fontana past the end line, pinned up against the wall by Bain, and Fontana fires a shot off the far side, hitting the end wall. Jonathan trying to bank in the rebound. Niemanen takes it by himself from the blue line, moves it over center on the far side. Fontana from center dumps it in, and it's gloved down by the right hand of Ryan Nill. Zupan shoots it in, 1 step back of center. Furlong out to play it. And Baird mishandles. Nill back to beat Connor Patton to the puck, near corner. Lewis right-hand side now, offside, as Blake Lushcombe off to his right-hand side ahead of the play for an offside with 5:43 remaining in the first. The Avalanche and Corvairs playing last Saturday in Ancaster. The Corvairs coming away with a 3-1 win. Jordan Peacock had the game winner with exactly 7 minutes into the third. The Avalanche, though, trying for their second straight win. Nixon plays it up the right wing. It's intercepted by Domagala. Domagala uses his size to move over the top of the blue line. And the hard shot, Furlong flopping down on his front. And the whistle going with 2 Avalanche forwards, Brett Fairley and Dustin Chenier, off to his left-hand side. Max Ballinson with the game winner in Welland Sunday night as the Avalanche squeaked by the Junior Canadians 6-5. Zupan with a goal and 2 assists. The Corvairs, Dorian from the half wall. It's taken away by Jake Bain, and Dorian pounces on the puck once again at the far side of the Ancaster zone. Peacock picks it up, his low shot to the far side. Peacock finally knocked off the puck when he lost his stick, and Cole Nagy playing it in for the Avalanche. The shot wide by Ballinson. Bain now playing it back inside the left side of the Ancaster line. Ballinson has to play it to Bain to avoid the forecheck by Jake Brown. 2 good forechecks on both sides of the blue line inside the Ancaster zone for number 88, Jake Brown. Niemanen back for Baird. Nil on the other side. Baird now mishandles the disc off his left skate. And Nil loses it in behind his own net. Malott with the turnover, looking for a centering pass for Connor Murphy. Dorian with the first Caledonia goal off a turnover at 2:53. And Connor Murphy scoring on the forehand off the near side pass from Jake Brown. 7:47 into period number 1. Fontana to the end line, and moving to the backhand is Murphy. Forsland. The long pass to Cosimo Fontana at the end line. Abraham picks it up, and Abraham moving the puck offside as Connor Murphy 2 steps ahead of the blue line off the right wing. Jake Bain, Blake Lushcombe, Ryan Lewis, and Zach Niemanen, all with 2 points for the Avalanche on the aforementioned 6-5 victory over the Junior Canadians on Sunday night. The winning the draw, Bain to Domagala, gives it back to Bain. And Chase McDonald plays it deep in behind the Ancaster net. Lewis, the short pass to Lushcombe down the left wing. Jonathan able to knock him free of the disc momentarily before he plays it up the near side wall. Brown bouncing a shot all the way around the boards. The puck coming out the near side. Domagala goes to the opposite side, and Justus plays it in deep to the near corner. Under 2 to go now. First period of play. Side of the net The pass by Lushcombe into the slot. Ryan Lewis just off to the right of the two circles. Patton the cross ice feed, and Cody Brown 3 steps off the play. Brown behind the play by 3 steps on the left-hand side. Fairly plays it up the wall, and the Corvairs able to clear the zone on the cross ice pass by Spencer Gourlay. Patton falling down. Ratchford, a high arcing shot that bounced right at the top of the blue paint. Brown tied up in the corner by Dustin Chenier. Patton and Ballinson there as well. Patton now turned around in the neutral zone, throws it down the left wing, gloved down by Ballinson. And Bain from center down the left wing. Leander's looking for a shot. It's poked away by a falling Abraham, who crashes into the corner on the near side. Centering pass, end line, Clack out for Leander is inside the left circle. 15 seconds to go as 3 Caledonia players and Clack and Niemanen tie up beside the Caledonia blue line near side. Police killing the last few seconds with a backhand pass to Ballinson. And at the end of one, Connor Murphy with the go-ahead goal at the 7:47 mark of the first. Zupan on the power play. Dorian with the first Caledonia goal at 2:53, but it was the second Caledonia goal, the go-ahead tally by Connor Murphy at that 7:47 mark, giving the Corvairs the lead at the intermission. And at the end of the first period of play, it's the Caledonia Corvairs 2 and the Ancaster Avalanche 1. Mitch Brown to take the opening draw of the second period. Lushcombe wins it, but he pushes it to the Caledonia defense. Nixon plays it to the other side, and Jeff Zupan offside just to the right of the Caledonia blue line. The St. Catharines Falcons with a 3-1 lead over the Port Colborne Pirates. The Corvairs 1 point back of the Falcons. The bouncing pass by Kyler Nixon. Jonathan picks it up on the far side. Fontana spins around, plays it back in behind the net for Jonathan. And McDonald pounces on the pass from the near side, firing a shot wide of the net. Jonathan pinned up against the board before playing it to the other side. And Domagala up to the blue line beside the Caledonia bench. Gourlay tries to play it down at the right side of the Ancaster line. It would have been a high stick. Play now in the near side corner. Zupan rings it around the wall. McDonald playing it behind his own net for Nixon, and Gourlay tips it in from center. Bain past the end line. Plays it up the right wing for Zupan, goes to the other side for Milligan. And Milligan checked there by Abraham, who throws another left shoulder into Nagy. Milligan up to the red line. Balance and backhands it in down the near side. Cody Brown down the near board in behind the Caledonia net. Gourlay from the neutral zone. Abraham pass center, banks a pass off the board for Jake Brown. And the turnover, the low shot by Nagy, kicked aside by Furlong. The shot by Milligan wide from the near corner. Gourlay from center, rings it around the wall for Brown, and Clack banks a pass just up and out over the left side. A turnover side of the net, Brown on the near corner. Malott loses possession, but the Corvairs get it back on the far side. The pass from Connor Murphy to the right side of the blue line, and the hard slap shot by Radford. Callis able to hang on at the far side with 16:26 to play in period number 2. If the standings stay the way they are, the second-seeded Corvairs will face the number 7 seed Fort Erie Meteors. St. Catharines to face the Port Colborne Pirates, their opponent tonight at Jack Gatecliff Arena. Again, that's if the standings stay the same. The Corvairs playing Thorold at Cayuga Arena tomorrow night to end the regular season at 8 p.m. Ratchford to the red line. Mishandles, gives it to Malott, and the Corvairs having trouble clearing the zone at the right side. Radford plays it from the right circle to center. It bounces off the right skate of Malott. Zupan on the turnover, the back pass to Leanders to the right of the right circle. And Murphy, the backhand, up and out on the other side for the Corvairs as both teams make a change. Eustace plays it down the left wing. And Lewis on the far corner, a big hit by Ryan Lewis on Michael Peacock, and the shot from the top of the blue line by Zupan through traffic. Furlong hanging on at the top of the crease in between his pads. The Thorold Blackhawks in the number 3 spot to face the Ancaster Avalanche. The Avalanche looking to move up. Ancaster and Niagara Falls tied at 51 points each. The Avalanche at 23, 18, and 5 on the year. Niagara Falls 2 wins ahead of that pace in the win column at 25, 21, and 1. The Welland Junior Canadians safely in the number 4 spot. So Welland, the last team to have home ice advantage with 58 points. The Junior Canadians with 26 wins on the year. Opposite 21 losses and a loss in overtime. Zupan and Brown face off in the left circle off to Furlong's right, and Fontana chips it out to center, and it's driven back in by Jake Bain. Bain on the near side as it bounces off the end wall in behind the Avalanche net, and Bain takes it up the far side by himself. A check at the half wall. Lushcombe hit by a Corvair forward, and Lushcombe now playing it off the side board in behind the Corvair net, up and out, and the puck going into the penalty box area just down to our right. Also on the out-of-town board, the Niagara Falls Canucks with a 1-0 lead over the Welland Junior Canadians. The LaSalle Vipers on top of the Sarnia Legionnaires 1-0. And Guittard stood up beside the Caledonia bench by Connor Patton. Nagy down the right wing now fires a wrist shot off the outside of Abraham. Abraham back in behind the Caledonia net to play it. The cross-ice feed down the left wing for Spencer Gourlay, and Gourlay hit hard on the near side by Ryan Nill. The backhand by Forsland, Nill picking it up once again. No scoring in period number 2. Connor Murphy with the go-ahead goal in the first at the 7:47 mark on assist by Jeff Malott and Jake Brown, and the backhand shot by Cody Brown off the far side, and Matt Callis making a big save up off the right shoulder. St. Mary's and St. Thomas not underway yet. Cambridge and Listowel tied at 0. The Stratford Culletons and Kitchener Dutchmen also at 0. Kitchener in the number 1 seed. The Stratford Culletons in the number 4 slot in the playoffs, with the Cambridge Winterhawks just behind them. The Culletons moving ahead with 57 points on the year following their 7-3 victory over the Brantford 99ers on Thursday night. Zupan to Lushcombe, and the shot by Zupan wide of the net on the far side. Murphy comes back the other way, plays the puck past the end line for Malott. Malott losing the puck, and Eric Eustace coming out the other side, dumping it off the wall from center. Furlong out to play it, and he plays the disc the rest of the way out the other side. Malott through the neutral zone, just past center for Peacock. And Peacock checked by Bain, the opposite 7, off to the left of Callis. Nieminen from center. Nixon inside his own line. The final game of the night, the Brampton Bombers on top of the Guelph Hurricanes 1-0. The Brampton Bombers in the number 8 slot in the Midwestern Conference. Caledonia's first round opponent from last year before Caledonia changed divisions. Brampton in that final spot. The 99ers in 9th, nowhere close to them with just 7 wins on the year. 46 seconds to the midway point. Brown muscles the puck off to the left-hand side before balancing clears up and out for the Avalanche. McDonald to the blue line, Mitch Brown to Jonathan, and Jonathan flying around the far side, stopped up at the near corner on the hit by Jake Bain, who now takes away the puck, shovels a short backhand pass to Zach Nieminen. And Abraham plays it up the wall. Mitch Brown slapping it around the board from the near side of center. Abraham plays it up the far side for Jonathan. Furlong leaving his net on the delayed call, and the Caledonia Corvairs now on their first power play of the second period. Brett Fairley to the box for the Avalanche. Draw right circle, Ancaster zone. Murphy and Nagy still digging for it. Murphy finally takes it away to Gourlay. Gourlay inside the right circle to Brown. The shot by Brown through traffic, and Patton trying to tuck it in the near side as he falls down at the top of the crease. Brett Fairley off for holding. 30 seconds gone in his penalty. Brown stops at the half wall far side to Nixon. And the wrist shot by Nixon hit Jeff Zupon on the way to the Ancaster net. Cody Brown, the shot deflected. And Patton trying to play a no-look backhand pass to Nixon. The pass behind Nixon, so he picks it up in his own zone and skates back quickly to the right-hand side of the Ancaster zone. Gourlay into the corner. Nixon moves 2 steps off the right-hand side of the line. Gourlay the backhand pass. And Murphy the cross-ice feed back to the left side of the blue line. Peacock and Eustace tie up at center. Peacock turns around and plays the disc to the other side. Before Callis goes down on all fours at the far corner to cover up the disc for the Avalanche. 20 seconds left in the call to Brett Fairley. Fairley off for holding, and the Avalanche win the draw. Bain coughs it up, and a quick shot by Fontana, side of the net. Fontana getting the shot away, but I don't believe it was an actual registered shot on net. The puck moving off to the near side. Lushcombe to Bain past the end line, and Milligan through center dumping it in deep, and the Corvairs defense playing the puck out the near side. Blunt to McDonald. McDonald the backhand feed to Fontana. And Brown banks a hard pass off the board back into the neutral zone. Bain flipping it in for the Avalanche. And Balanson tries to stop the puck at the left side of the line. Balancing off on a change after having the disc skip out by a couple of inches. So a face-off just outside the Caledonia line. Ancaster winning the draw. Nagy with it momentarily. The Corvairs force a turnover, and the shot by Dorian deflecting off a nil and out of play on the near corner. Dorian with a turnover, or forcing a turnover rather, resulting in the first Caledonia goal at 2:53. Dorian firing the shot over the right shoulder of Callis, and Callis covering up now on another shot by Dorian at the end line. And Murphy with the go-ahead goal at the 7:47 mark off the pass from the near side by Jake Brown. Jeff Zupan with the only Ancaster goal of the first, and no scoring here in the second with 6:41 remaining. Connor Murphy with 2 points on the night, moving to 93 on the year. So Murphy back into second place, 2 points ahead of teammate Cody Brown. Murphy with 31 goals on the year as he takes the draw. But Kyle Brothers of the Chatham Maroons well out in front in the number 1 spot. And the shot covered up by Furlong at the far side. Patton in the circle off to the right of Furlong, and he wins the draw, dropping it for Forsland, the defender. Zupan plays it around the wall. Lewis into the slot for Blake Lushcombe, knocked away by Cody Brown, who takes it quickly down the left wing. Gourlay, a nice move around the defender, Eustace. Put a fake onto the right-hand side of Eustace. Made one move on Eustace, one move on the goaltender, and fired a backhand shot just wide of the far side. Zupan losing it. Brown the backhand pass. Gourlay to Forsland's side of the net, and the shot by Cody Brown. Patton out in front of the net. Brown nearly sneaking it in the near corner. Brown over to the right. Gourlay on the backhand, knocked off by Domagala. Gets a centering pass anyway, and Brown, the shot in the slot right along the ice. Brown with the quick shot on the forehand between the two circles. And Callis sticking out the left pad to make the save. Face-off Caledonia zone out to the right of Furlong. Mitch Brown plays it up the wall, kept in by Eric Eustace. Balancing up the sidewall, And the quick shot by Balanson off the right side. The rising shot by Balanson into the chest of Furlong. Gourlay off for tripping, so the Ancaster Avalanche now looking to tie things up on the power play. Zupan with a power play goal in period number 1. Balanson to Eustace. A turnover now. Jonathan, the backhand pass. Mitch Brown, side of the net. And the Corvairs go in 2-on-2. Brown and Jonathan. The Corvair penalty killers looking to move in short-handed for the third Caledonia goal. Brown backhands it out. And Brown and Jonathan off to the Caledonia bench for a much needed rest after a good 55 seconds of penalty killing. McDonald through the neutral zone. Eustace plays it up at the far side. Domagala from his side of center up the right wing for Lushcombe. Cross ice pass. Zupan underneath Nixon. From the end line, back to the left side, and the shot by Domagala. Lewis looking for a rebound, Balanson to Domagala, and the forehand pass down the boards. Domagala, another opportunity, and Furlong making the save in between the pads up against the far post. .3:30 to go in the second. The Niagara Falls Canucks, if things stay the way they are, will move 2 points ahead of the Avalanche for that number 5 spot. So Ancaster would remain in 6th. The Corvairs likely to stay in the number 2 overall spot unless the Falcons find themselves in the loss column to either Port Colborne tonight or Fort Erie tomorrow night to end their year. Fort Erie thumped by the Corvairs on the holiday Monday. The draw won by Brown. Forsland plays it up the near board, and the shot by Gourlay out of the penalty box, and Gourlay with the wrist shot hitting the outside of the post on the far side before Brown, Cody Brown, moves the puck offside at the left wing into the Avalanche zone. Cody Brown and Nagy to take the draw beside the Ancaster line. Brown down the left wing. Abraham plays it around the board. Bounces off Gourlay, and Cole Nagy pounces on the turnover and fires a shot off the end board far side. Abraham and Guittard come together on the far half wall. Domagala down the near side, and the puck going for icing at the far corner on the touch-up by Marcus Baird. Face-off from the right circle Caledonia zone. Brown wins it, but Nieminen tips it back to the right side of the point. Eustace into the corner. Nieminen and Forsland tie up at the far side. A player aside off to their right as well. Police plays it in behind the Caledonia net. And Domagala from the neutral zone, the pass through center to Police. Knocked off the puck by Jake Brown, and Abraham plays it down the ice. Connor Murphy speeding away and getting a shot off the pads of Callis at the near side as we approach the final minute in period number 2. Clack turns around and loses the puck at the top of the right circle. Malott on a break, and Domagala hooks him on the near corner. And Harrison Domagala off to the penalty box to end the second period. Jeff Malott on a break down the left wing. Face off left circle, Ancaster zone. Murphy to take the draw. Connor Murphy with a goal and an assist tonight. Nixon down the sidewall for Jake Brown. Side of the net, Connor Murphy, the centering pass for Malott. Malott hit at the end line by Max Ballinson. Ballinson and Murphy tie up. It comes back to Cody Brown, who backhands it down the far half wall. Brown, the shot off the skates of Luke Zupan. Nixon to the top of the circle, the shot along the ice, and they score! Jeff Malott at the side of the net off the pass from Jake Brown. So Malott on the break, hooked down by Domagala, and then Malott capitalizing on the power play. Jake Brown looked to have a shot, but he played it down underneath the near side. And Malott, the shot along the ice on the near side. So at 19:36, Malott scores the only goal of period number 2, and the Corvairs move out in front by 2 by a score of 3-1. The horn goes as Nil shoots it down the far side. Jeff Malott on the power play at 19:36. And at the end of 2, it's the Caledonia Corvairs 3 and the Ancaster Avalanche 1. Mitch Brown to take the opening draw of period number 3 with Fontana off to his right wing and Jonathan on his left. Brown wins the draw, drops it to Chance McDonald on defense, and Nixon fires it up the ice, picked off by Domagala. And Justus, the pass to the Caledonia blue line to Lushko. Nixon around the far side, knocked off. Nixon running into his own man on the left wing, and a turnover resulting. Lewis with a shot and a rebound going just wide. So the Avalanche nearly getting their second goal of the game. Currently, we're at 3-1 Caledonia Corvairs, 50 seconds into period number 3. Balancing the turnover, or balancing with the interception rather. And McDonald up the right wing. Fontana fires it off the outside of Bain, and Matt Callis covering up at the far post. The Corvairs winning all 5 regular season meetings between these two teams. The last 2 games between these two teams, 3-1 scores by the Corvairs, identical to our score right now. 2 4-1 victories by the Corvairs, and a 3-2 overtime win back on the 25th of October by Caledonia. Kyler Nixon with the game winner in overtime. Callis covering up with the glove near side for a face-off. The face-off out to his left from the right circle. Patton and Clack take the draw. Clack wins it with a backhand pass to Eustace, the Ancaster defender. Forsland hammers it in, and it bounces off Domagala, the Ancaster defender, and the whistle blows, and we'll take a face-off from beside the Caledonia line on the far side. The Corvairs win the draw, but Eustace picks it up and throws it down the near side. The short pass by Cody Brown for Connor Patton, and Patton knocked off the puck on the body check down the near side wall by Harrison Domagala. Clack and Brown, or Connor Murphy rather, Murphy winning the draw to Blunt, and Blunt fires a forehand shot along the ice. Niemanen the other way, Furlong out to play it. And Malott through center fires a shot. Malott looking for his second goal. Malott with the forehand wrist shot inside the left circle, and the pad save by Matt Callis. Malott pokes it to the near side. Murphy the shot along the ice. And Jake Brown trying to pounce on a rebound. The Avalanche able to clear the puck now deep in Caledonia territory on the far side. Ratchford through center, balancing, plays it to center ice down the right wing, and the pass too far for Leanders, and Ratchford comes out with speed over the left wing. The centering pass just past the forehand blade of Jake Brown. Bain throws it around the board, far side to center, and hit from behind as Dustin Chenier by Jake Brown. Brown shoved by another Ancaster forward. Unhappy with the hit on Chenier, and Jake Brown off on a change. The whistle going was 16:05 in the third, or remaining in the third rather. The Corvairs a point back of the St. Catharines Falcons. Caledonia with 86 points on the year, 88 if they can hang on for victory tonight, and a backhand shot by Peacock, wide of the net. Kamenia with a hit on Lushcombe at the far side. Lewis into the slot on the giveaway by Chance McDonald. Kamenia playing in 11 games in the first half of the year. And the shot off the glass by Dorian. Peacock tries to play it off the back of the Ancaster net. And Nixon pushed backwards as the whistle goes. And Kamenia off to the box for the Corvairs, shaking his head. Kamenia playing in 11 games for the Corvairs in the early half of the year. Kamenia registering a goal and 2 assists in his time with Caledonia. This is the first time we've seen Kamenia in quite some time. Kamenia spending the back half of last year with the Waterloo Siskins. The Waterloo Siskins in the number 3 slot in the Midwestern Conference to face the Guelph Hurricanes in a possible first-round matchup. Abraham, the shot high off the Ancaster netminder. Brown goes to the far half wall to play the puck, and it's swatted down by the left hand of Forsland, and Jamie Forsland called for a hand pass, gloving it ahead on that far side. So the draw comes outside the line. Eustace to the near side, and Domagala fires a high pass into the corner, but Furlong cuts it off at the far side for a whistle. A face-off right circle, and Nagy with a shove to the right-hand side of Mitch Brown. Nagy shoving Brown to the right side of the face off the draw. Domagala at the blue line, the pass over center. Too far for Guittard, and Gourlay dumps it in off the opposite side. Milligan dumps it in, and it comes straight out to Furlong. A unintentional shot by Jake Milligan, but Furlong, just to be safe, covering up nonetheless. Clark to take the draw opposite Patton. Patton wins the draw with a long pass up the boards. Balances shot through traffic, and Furlong able to get a piece of it at the last second at the near corner. Gourlay through center by himself. 4 men back for the Avalanche, and as a result, they break up the play, and Nieminen back over the left-hand side. Nieminen plays it around the far corner, and Clark falls down, and Gourlay able to move away with speed down the deep down the far side. The shot, Cody Brown turning along the end line, and Brown on the return feed by Patton, checked at the far corner by Zach Nieminen. Brown falling down, grabbing the right knee at the side of the net. Brown able to get up under his own power and skate gingerly back to the Caledonia bench. Brown having trouble putting weight on that right or left leg rather. And Brown with 91 points on the year would be a big loss to the Corvairs following their final regular season game tomorrow come playoff time. No scoring so far in the third. Malott with the last goal of the game at the 1936 mark of period number 2. Nixon down the far side. Malott unable to maintain the pass. The puck going to the neutral zone. And Ancaster forward Zupan knocked down at the far side. And Malott trying to get a second opportunity at the far side, loses possession. The Avalanche right back. The shot by Zupan shoveled wide. Brown around Domagala. Abraham in the slot. He shoots and scores. Justin Abraham on the backhand. The pass off the near corner from Malott. And Abraham tucking the pass in on the backhand from the far side. No chance really for Callis. Abraham wide open on the backhand, tucks it inside the near side post, and with 12:20 to go, Justin Abraham .737, the time of the Caledonia fourth goal. Jake Brown credited with the assist from the near side. Brown with the pass out from the end line. And Abraham on the backhand, a shot by Fontana wide of the net, goes to the far side. And Mitch Brown plays it in deep for Briar Jonathan. And the short shot covered up by Callis at the far side. The Corvairs likely to face the Fort Erie Meteors in the first round of the playoffs. Murphy inside the left circle wins the draw with a backhand pass to the left wing. Peacock plays it back to Murphy in behind the Ancaster net. And Ballinson comes away with it for the Avalanche. It's slapped away by Blunt at center and played in deep down the far side. Milligan hitting Peacock on the right side with a hard body check. Ratchford to the other side, Blunt falling down in the corner. Ratchford plays it around the far side wall for Blunt, and Dorian falling down at the Ancaster blue line, tangling up with Nagy. Nixon inside the line, the pass over 2 lines down the right wing to Peacock. And Peacock, the short pass to Murphy, chopped away by Baird. Nixon inside the line to the other side, cross ice feed to Gourlay. And Patton plays it up to the left wing. And Cody Brown firing a hard wrist shot wide to the near side. Patton open in the slot, clanks one off the near side bar. Gourlay with a rebound as well. And the Corvairs nearly making it 5-1 as we hit the midway point of the third period. Brown with another opportunity in the high slot just off to the right, and Callis gloving it down. Nixon and Niemanen having words just inside the Ancaster blue line. 0-3, 3-7, 3. So the Corvairs with the 3-goal lead with 9:56 to go, looking for their third consecutive victory. The Corvairs losing that big game last Friday, 4-3 to the Falcons. The Corvairs needed that win to move ahead of St. Catharines. Two teams very tight in the standings. 3 of the 6 regular season games, all scores of 4-3. 2 of those won in overtime by the Falcons. Brown falling down off the slight check from behind by Domagala. Brown gets to the far corner anyway, plays it off for Malott. Top of the line, and a hard rising slap shot by Mitch Brown goes over top the Ancaster net. Eustace across center, banks it off the boards. And Fontana from the neutral zone. Fontana with a pass to Mitch Brown off to his left. Brown firing a long shot in. And Brown not across his own side of center, according to the referee, will now take the draw out to the right of Furlong. Brown banking it off the glass. Bain from past the end line. Lushcombe now trying to leave his own zone. The pass to Niemanen trying to glove it down with the right hand. The puck comes right back to him, and he rifles a high wrist shot over the left shoulder of Furlong. A surprising goal by Zach Niemanen. Tried to glove it down from the left circle. The puck hitting the boards, coming right back to him, and he fires a forehand shot from the same spot inside that left circle over the left shoulder of Colin Furlong. So the Avalanche cut the deficit in half. Nixon from neutral territory over center. So at 11:58 play, or the puck out of play rather, at the Caledonia penalty box. Lushcombe drawing his second assist. Also drawing the second assist on the first period Jeff Zupan goal at 4:12 of period number 1. So Abraham on the backhand shot in the slot, and Niemanen from the left circle over the shoulder of Furlong on the high rising wrist shot, with the third period goals here in Ohsweken. Chance McDonald inside his own line, banks it off the board beside his own bench. Murphy the pass into the slot and knocked away by Lushcombe. Lushcombe aired, fairly checked off to the right-hand side by Justin Abraham. Abraham with the 4th Caledonia goal. Nil backhands it around the boards. Baird to Nil. Nil up the far side. And fairly chips it in on the backhand from center before going off on a change. A long shot hitting the inside of the near post. Police at the half wall, Caledonia zone. One up the board. Patton cross ice fires a long shot along the ice from the near side before going on a change. Chenier banks a pass off the near side boards. 5:09 to go. The Corvairs with a 4-2 lead, hoping to keep pace with the St. Catharines Falcons. The Falcons will move to 89 points. At last check, they had a 5-1 lead on the Port Colborne Pirates. The Corvairs, assuming they hang on, to move to 88 points. Ratchford top of the line through traffic. Jonathan beside the right circle. Lushcombe through center. A move around the defender on the forehand. Lushcombe with the delayed move at the far side. Justus jumps to the right-hand side, and the Corvairs, a quick shot by Malott. Malott with the only goal of the second period lines up on the right wing off the draw taken by Connor Murphy. Niemanen hit, Murphy plays it to center, and the pass stopped at the end line by Callis. Once again, a reminder, fans, the last regular season game to be played tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Cayuga Arena against the Thorold Blackhawks. The Thorold Blackhawks somewhat responsible for knocking the Corvairs out of the #1 spot with the 1-0 victory back on Thursday, February the 6th, on the Thursday night in Thorold. But again, the Falcons and Corvairs, both very, very good teams, and those teams to be the expected matchups in the Golden Horseshoe Final. But 2 rounds of playoffs to go before then. The format for the Sutherland Cup this year changing a little bit. In past years, the top 3 teams playing in a round-robin format to see who makes the finals. This year, 4 teams to make it. The 3 top teams from the 3 divisions and the remaining best seed. I have to check on that. I don't know if that's based on regular season play or if the number of playoff wins have something to do with that as well. Because assuming the top seeds remain the way they are as Police turns around on the far side, the shot by Bain rung off the bottom of the crossbar and he scores. Jake Bain from the far side over top of Furlong. It hit the underside of the crossbar and dropped straight down with 1:52 remaining. So assuming that things stayed the same, you'd have the 3 division winners, and then if you base the 4th seed on regular season play, Caledonia and St. Catharines, of course, being the top 2 teams, one of those 2 teams would get the final slot, assuming those teams met in the Golden Horseshoe final. But again, I need to check the GOJHL website. Perhaps the number of playoff wins through the first 3 rounds would also be a basis for that seeding. Balancing through center. So once again, fans, be sure to check www.gojhl.ca for all your updated standings and information. Excuse me. A whistle going for a timeout. The 2 teams to their respective benches. Jake Bain scoring with under 2 to go, and the Avalanche drawing themselves to within a goal. The Avalanche looking to tie things up and go to overtime or a shootout. Niagara Falls and Welland at last check in a 1-1 tie. Brown to take the draw beside the Caledonia line. Lushcombe wins the draw, tries to push it to the left wing to Zupan, but Fontana beats him to that left side. Zupan back to the blue line, and the shot by Eustace picked off by the Corvairs and sent to the inside of the Ancaster line. Eustace up to center to Lewis. Lewis losing the puck down the left wing. Lushcombe back to the point. Domagala tries to play it down the sideboard, but Kyler Nixon able to clear the puck, but unfortunately an icing at the far corner. 16.1 to go. The draw from the left circle. The Avalanche with one last opportunity to tie the game at 4. Zupan tossed from the left wing. Milligan to take his spot. Lushcombe and Mitch Brown on the face-off. Lushcombe wins the draw around Brown, but Brown gets to the near corner to fall on the puck at the near side. 5 seconds to go at the line. It's cleared by the Corvairs, Jonathan, and an icing at the buzzer at the near corner, but time expires. Zach Niemanen and Jake Brown with late goals for the Avalanche at 11:58. And Jake Bain under 2 minutes, but the Corvairs on the strength of the 4-1 lead. Dorian, Connor Murphy, Jeff Malott in the second, and Justin Abraham with the final Caledonia Corvair goal. The Corvairs hang on for a 4-3 win for their final, getting set for their final regular season matchup tomorrow night at Cayuga Arena for the Caledonia Corvairs. I'm John Molson. Please join us tomorrow night for our final regular season game against the Thorold Blackhawks, 8 p.m. at the Cayuga Arena. The Corvairs remain 1 point behind the St. Catharines Falcons for first overall. Good night.